how's it going, everybody? We are in the backyard right now working with Remy and Coda, getting some energy out. We are playing fetch, which is Coda's favorite activity, as you can tell. And I'm going to show you guys really quickly how we will incorporate this playtime into training time and get a 2-for-1. So the first thing that we're going to do is I'm going to ask the dogs to do a couple of different cues, and when they're successful, the toy is going to be the reward. Sit. And here you see the difference between my two dogs. Remy likes to listen and take her time, and then I'll probably have to do a little reminder. Hey. And there we go. So they both sat. Look. Waiting for them to look at me. Yes, good. Then I'm going to release, and they get to go get the ball. So let's try it one more time. Sit. Coda. Hey. And then Remy. Look. So if you watch, you're going to see her eyes kind of shift a little bit, and she's going to look at me. Look. There. And then same thing with Coda. Look. There we go. Ready? Yes, good. And they gotta go get it. It's super important that we incorporate training into our everyday aspect, our everyday life. Sit. There we go. Didn't need to say anything this time. Okay, good. And we're not asking them to do a whole ton right now. We're just letting them run, letting them play. They're going to do a little bit, and then they get the reward. You get to go chase the ball, and they bring it back. Okay, now we're going to make it a little bit harder, where we've asked them to sit, and now I'm going to ask them to stay, and we're going to move around. And this is normally a pretty tough one for them because they are so into doing the ball that they don't always do it on the first time. Okay, stay. Here. Beautiful. Okay. So it's important when we do these kind of exercises that we keep the additional parts to a minimum, because you still want them to have fun. This is their break. This is their time off. They get to go play around, romp around. I don't really care what they do at this point. But every now and then, I am going to ask them to do something to get the reward of the ball, just to keep their minds engaged and just to make sure that they're paying attention. It's a super easy way for us to keep that engagement with our dogs and for us to kind of get two birds with one stone. Tire them out a little bit, get that mental stimulation a little bit. And, dogs like to interact with their people. Dogs like to do things with their people. You want your dog to be happy and have a fulfilled life? Spend time with them. Doesn't have to be an exorbitant amount of time. Everybody's got jobs. Everybody's got things to do. But when you spend time with your dog and you find ways that you can incorporate these little training habits, sit, into your everyday, stay. Oh, see? She's not perfect every time. This is why, we do these little things. We're going to try it again. Coda, sit. She got grass in her mouth. Stay. Hey. Hey. Here. Here. Sit. Hey. There we go. A little reminder. Ball's out there. Okay, go get it. And then re-release. So first time she didn't do it. And again, dogs are not robots. You train your dog to be a robot, you're taking out their personality. This is the time for my dogs to have fun. I'm just going to throw in these little bits here and there so that we can keep their engagement a little bit. I'm not expecting perfection when we're just playing. They're going to mess up every now and then, especially with Coda and the ball. That ball is her favorite thing in the world. And this is just a good example on the difference between dogs. Remy would prefer to just kind of stay here by me. And Coda is like, heck yeah, man. Let's throw this ball some more. She's all about the ball. She will chase that all day long. Remy doesn't need that. So when we have our dogs, it's important to know what their needs are. Their needs are going to be different. Their needs are not going to be the same every time. Okay, Remy. There you go. Yeah, she just doesn't want to, and that's okay. Not every dog is going to want to do the same thing. So it's important when we have our dogs that we learn what they like, what they enjoy, and we do those kind of activities with them. And believe it or not, a lot of the times too, some of the behavioral issues that you're going to face with your dogs is due to the fact that they're not getting enough physical or mental stimulation. So whether you do a little bit throughout the day, it's just really important that you spend some time with your dog doing something with them. Coda, sit. Stay. At. Little reminder. Which again, I don't expect my dogs to be perfect. So if I gotta do little reminders every now and then, I'm okay with that. See her ears looking back at me. She's listening. She's waiting. Okay. And then once I say the word, she's off. And she's gonna go get it, and then she's gonna bring it back. Good girl. Good girl. And Coda could do this all day long. So figure out what your dog loves to do and do that with them. Doesn't have to be all day. Do it a couple of times during the day. Just do something with them. Get them mentally and physically engaged.